Hello family, and welcome to my homestead. Catching up on microgreens today and plans of what we're fixing to do like really soon and why we're doing them. So let's get actually our day started. Alright y'all, welcome back. So, remember those microgreens? Remember the old things we used to do when we were kids called show and tell? Well, guess what? On the homestead, it's show and tell time. I thought it was kind of cute. Sorry, I'm being crazy. But anyways, I told you I was working on something for the chickens as well, and that was the wheat. Now, I'll tell you some of my mistakes. However, they will clear up. It's not for me, but it's for my knowledge next time. But I told you on the smaller microgreens, it wasn't really necessary to put weight down, and that still holds fact. However, when it came to the wheat, I believe that it should have probably had weight on them because they creeped up from the outside, wanting to grab to the light. But y'all, that's the wheat. This is for the chickens. But in here, it kind of flattened out some. So it's gonna slowly come up. They are on the edges right there. These are the ones on the sides that went, because they're greener. They're the ones that popped out earlier to hit that light. But this here is just now starting to get their green pigment because that thing, the lid, came off of it today. So I'm working on getting them where they're starting to pop up from being flattened. And so that's the wheat microgreens. The chickens are going to absolutely love these. And this is the one, honestly, this is not something that I bought even for human grade. This is wheat that I purchased from a co-op, and I purchased it strictly for my chickens, not for us. So I have a big a big bag of wheat. However, that is going to be perfect for my chickens because they get microgreens just like I do, and I'm noticing it in their eggs. They're stronger in their shells. The eggs are a lot darker and kind of more orangey. Oh, they're beautiful. Honestly, I've not seen my eggs like this in a while. So, and they're getting filled with nutrients too. So I am stoked. I don't mind doing this for them. I mean, my girls are feeding me. Why can't I feed them, right? All right, y'all. Now for my microgreens. I'm so excited. Look at that. Look at that carpet of beautiful, gorgeous microgreens. Y'all, these are almost, look at the heights. They're almost ready for me to cut to start using them. I am so stoked about this. I cannot wait. Oh, this is my amazing superfoods. And this is what I taught you how to make yourself. Some of you have been asking me about these trays. Oh, and let me show you something. Why I say to water them from the bottom now. Remember we were talking about the roots? Let's even do this without dumping them. Look at that root system, y'all. They are packed. So watering them from the top is not going to help you at all. You definitely want to water from the bottom. And you don't want to soak them every day, only when they absolutely need it. Now, here's the other question that, let me put these back under the light because there has been a couple questions that make a lot of sense that I want to try to answer for you. Okay, question number one is, what do we do after, with the soil that we have, what do we do after we harvest all of our microgreens and now we have nothing but this soil left over in the roots? Honestly, I take that, clean them out of my tray, and I put them in my compost. because that is going to be the same nutrients that we ate is going into the compost. So it's perfect for that. There's really no wasting because you're going to repurpose it. So compost is absolutely fine. That's what I would do with it. If anything else, you can repurpose it inside of your garden beds if you need to refill them or whatever. Till this up in your beds, and let it decompose in your garden beds. They're actually a good source to use, a repurposing source of nitrogen and all that into your gardens naturally. The second question is, where do you get your trays? Okay, this is going to be a lesson is don't be me, okay? Seriously, don't be me. But I learned something, and in a way it's going to benefit me somewhat and somewhat not. Okay, so my trays here, I have to be honest, my brother gifted these to me, but I did know you can get these on Amazon, and they come in sets. Now the set is actually your one tray and your pan. Now they say sprouting microgreens. Honestly, these are good for microgreens. Don't use this for sprouters because your seeds are going to fall right through this. So I wouldn't do that. Now, I decided I would like to have a little bit more microgreens. So I went and actually tried to order another set of trays. Now here's why I say don't be me. I didn't pay attention very well, y'all. And so by not paying attention very well, let me show you what I ended up doing. Yeah, me, okay. Let me give you a comparison as well. Yeah, it really pays to pay attention. So I was looking for this. I needed to get some more of these. And instead, I got happy. My delivery came just like Christmas with my seeds. And this is what I got, y'all. Do you see this? Do you see this? I was like, are you kidding me? Look, I could put 2 of these in this tray. Pay attention, size matters. So I now have those, and I have the smaller versions. Now, maybe for one person, these are perfect for microgreens. The holes seem to be, well, no, they're about the same size. So this is perfectly good for the same microgreen trays that we were using, like I just showed you. The one thing I don't know what this is for, and I'm going to assume if you're going to use this for a sprouter, it comes with these, looks like paper sheets. So I don't know what that is. I ain't never seen this before, but they came with that. So, but they weren't really that expensive either, honestly. I think I paid $20 maybe. Maybe that's why they were so cheap, because they were small. I don't know. But I got them. So I'm going to be able to still, I'm not going to be discouraged though, because I'm going to still use them, even if it means smaller batches for me, in case I don't go through them fast enough. Because, I love these. My husband don't always eat them, but I could eat them for everything, in my breakfast, and my sandwiches, and on my pizzas. Yeah, I could eat them for everything. They're fantastic in a soup too. So I'm getting ready to do some tortellini soup, add some microgreens. Oh yeah, see. So that's where you can get these from, y'all, is Amazon. But do pay attention, because there definitely is size differences, and I learned the hard way. So not all is lost. So I still have quite a bit of these trays, and I'm good with this. I really don't need. Sometimes this is what God's way of saying, hey, maybe you just don't need this stuff. So, hey, I got what I paid for. So, there's that. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, and the sun's about to come down, but it is, I'm not going to brag. It's just been a really nice day. So it got me looking at my next project, which I'm going to start right now. And y'all, that is herbs. Look at these. Basil. I have been growing these indoors in this greenhouse with these lights, and this has been absolutely amazing. A matter of fact, I made a Mediterranean salad tonight that required me to have basil, and I trimmed off of this basil. Now, I'm going to tell you though, I am going to grow a very large crop of basil because I find that since I started the Mediterranean diet, I use a lot. And this isn't going to get me very far, y'all. I mean, all three of these, this is not going to be enough. So I am definitely, this, parsley, and cilantro are the three major herbs that I need to grow. And I actually need to start growing them now. It doesn't matter on herbs so much because they can get repotted. I do have a greenhouse that I could temporary till we get the big one built. I have another 5 shelf like the one here inside the house that we built together. I could put that outside and grow these in that if I wanted to on the warm sunny days. So I am actually going to start seeds probably tomorrow, and I'll probably take you with me because I mean we do everything together. I am going to take you outside now into the garden because I have got to show you y'all what's going on out here. Now these were grown all winter, and honestly I probably shouldn't have put them outside, but my protecting them the way I did, you know, I keep hearing this is my year, and I am starting to really believe this. The way the microgreens are growing, the way my herbs are absolutely beautiful. I've even got y'all. Let me show you this. I might as well. I actually need to get this stuff transplanted. I have never been able to do this, y'all, but this, you see these stringy ones here? This is leeks. I've never been able to do that. And this is endive. So I need to transplant them. Yeah, so I'm being able to grow things I've never done before. Can you imagine with the price of leeks growing my own? This is awesome. So now y'all, I'm going to take you outside. You know what? We're getting out of this house. We're going to go get some good old vitamin D naturally because it drives me crazy to be in here. I just can't do it. And wintertime is my hardest. But when I have an opportunity, I'm going to take it. So guess what? We're taking it. Let's go. Okay, y'all. So let me show you. These are the ones I protected during that bitter. And I was nervous. I was seriously nervous. You see that spinach? Y'all, check these out. This is a salad mix right here. I have got, there's another thing of spinach right there coming up. This is amazing. Look at my arugula down through here. This is all of our kale. It survived. Now some of it did get bit a little bit, but this all survived, y'all. I was ecstatic for this. Since the bitterness went away, these were super tiny. Now I'm noticing, look, the radishes are coming up. So this is going to be great because I'm soon to have some fresh radishes. And I can't even remember. That's bad. I need to get labels out. I can't remember what I planted here, but I guess I'll find out what it was. Okay, in this bed, this is actually where the greenhouse is going to go, and I'll show it to you here shortly. But in this bed right here, I cold stratified basically the seeds for, as they said, parsley. I'm not sure if those are going to come up because I think it got way too cold for those. So I might have messed that up a little bit. But where this bigger greenhouse is going, it's going to go right here. Now this is going to get cleaned up in here, y'all. And what I'm going to do is build this up. It's going to have a porch so that we could sit out here together and be able to talk and then be able to work with all of this year. Like this. So, and I am going to take these beds in the back, those great big long ones, we're going to fill those in. We're using them too for lettuce, for herbs, everything. I am going to build this place up nice. All right, y'all. So, truthfully, this camper that you're seeing, eventually we're going to be taking that down. That's what we had to move in when we first bought this place, and we were living in it. But we learned very quickly that it started to deteriorate way too much, because there was a lot of unspoken truths or untruths that were not told to us when we bought this thing. It served its purpose. It is used for storage, but this thing is now falling apart. So eventually we're going to get rid of that too. We're cleaning up a few things around here, thank you Lord, so that we could fix this homestead up the way that I had dreamed about. So as soon as we see right now we're gonna wait and see how much lumber and all this other stuff is gonna cost us, because I have my chicken coop I need to reinstate. I have a few other things around here that was our beginnings, like I've said before, we need to redo, and some things that we have to add on, like the floor to the greenhouse. So I'm just gonna have to wait though and see how things play out as far as availability and affordability. In the meantime, I will say that the things that I have done, I'm going to continue to do so, because I am finding as time goes on, I'm glad I listened to my leadings, because y'all, I'm surviving some of the hard times like all of you are doing. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Lord, these kids of mine, I call them my kids. So one of my Easter egg hens, she looked weird, and she was laying in the sun. I thought, oh my gosh, she wasn't moving, and I'm sitting here talking to you and looking at her and thinking, something don't look right. So I get up, and she's just basking in the sun. So anyways, I am learning to incorporate more greens to my girls, because they can't have the opportunity to get them, so I could be their supplement. I'm looking at implementing more nutrition for us, and I'm sorry about Big Boy back here. I'm looking at implementing more healthier options for us too, like the availability of herbs, fresh herbs, fresh vegetables. Every year I get more serious, and I keep hearing this is the year for us for prosperity and health. But it's not about money for us. It is all about this homestead. This is the reason why I was led to get where we're at today, because this is what it was meant for. And this is the year where I'm going to be able to have the best prime of my life and less stress in my life. I won't have to worry about what the world is going on around me, y'all, because my world is right here. My world is where I'm going to concentrate to keep my sanity from all that's around me. I am not the channel that gets into talking about all of this. I try to stay on topic of what we are doing right here and right now, and I prefer it that way. But I'm not naive to know what's going on, and so I wanted to make that clear. I see things, and just because I don't talk about them doesn't mean I don't pay attention. Maybe that's the reason why I'm paying attention to grow more or can more, because I look at it this way, y'all. No matter what's being made that goes on that shelf, I know that what is being grown here and goes on my shelf is the prime of health, and it is all in season. No matter what season I grab it from my jar, it's still an in-season product, because it was grown in the time that it was preserved. So I will have fresh the whole entire year. I'm not stopping that. I prefer it. I did my research, I guess, and I still got a couple more things, a pH and all that, and I'm learning on. But I am going to continue to keep learning and enjoying now. It's time for me to enjoy. I have researched to the point my brain is about tired. It hurts sometimes. But it was all worth it in the end because I am seeing so much and I'm so content. I get a lot of flavors. I love where we're at as far as a homestead. We are set with the Mediterranean life, and again, all the Mediterranean is it's in season food. It's all whole foods. It's no big fad. It's no big diet. It's a way of living, and it's a peaceful way of living. It's content way of living, and I enjoy this because if you think about it, as you see right now, where am I sitting? The best vitamin I could put in my body is right here from my own sunlight. And this is peace. This is my energy is being filled. As a matter of fact, I am going back to the gym. It's been several weeks since I've been to the gym, sadly. And so it's time to go back, and it's time to work on me, not to look like some supermodel, but to just live healthy. That's all I want. You know, I'm not out anymore to stress myself and as though I have to look this certain way anymore, or I have to be that certain way. If the world's going to judge me, let it judge me. As long as my medical reports come back saying that I am healthy, y'all, that's all that matters. I am sick and tired of being stereotyped by words, whether, like my doctor, she puts in there, oh, you're overweight, because the system that's up in the medical field that you have to be a certain BMI or things we never heard of before. And as long as my medical records say I'm healthy, I'm not going to stress anymore because it's not worth it. That's what makes us sick. And so I'm going to concentrate on doing my exercise, be active out here, grow, prosper. Yes, there it is, prosperity. Prosper like I've never prospered before, because that means it's going to give me the ultimate health, prosperity and health in this year. So I hope you're going to get ready with me. It's kind of still right now, but we're getting close to be able to start our season, y'all. And so I hope you take this journey with me and watch what we do. I mean, from growing it from the seed to getting in that kitchen and preparing meals from this. We're going to can, to hydrate, freeze, cook. We've got a lot of that coming this year. And then we've got some of our sit down talk moments on what I'm hoping to be, we'll call it the greenhouse front porch. That would be cool, the greenhouse front porch with my family. You know, we sit here drinking sweet tea or, well, ice cold tea or water and just chat with each other. This is the way life should be. It's I don't know, just listen to nature, y'all. The chickens, even though they're annoying when I'm trying to make a video, or the birds and the sun and the slight breeze and that warmth. Y'all, this is peace. And I want to stay in that. This is called serenity. This is absolute serenity. And I literally have my honeybees flying around here sometimes. I've been seeing them buzzing across my head sometimes. But even the honeybees are out and enjoying everything. They did orientation from the new ones that came. So we're hopeful that we'll get a stock this year because they survived this winter so far, which is a major blessing because the past 2 years, we honestly lost every single one of our bees. And the ironic part about those, we bought those bees. What we have now, these were free. They were wild bees, and we got to keep them. Are we improving, or did we just get blessed? That's a good question. And I'll take whatever it is, and I'll just say thank you. So thank you, Lord. And I thank Him for every day like this. And I love days where I could just get out here and sit with y'all. Nothing special and nothing, just to get away from the passion trash or the chaos or whatever else around us. Just get outside in nature. Remember when we would go hiking or camping just to get away from it all? Let's make this homestead the getaway from it all. And so I want to keep that goal. I don't want to be like everybody else. So this is going to be our getaway, y'all. And maybe it's going to work in the gardens, but hey, can you hear that? So beautiful. And I'm waiting on my girls to see if they're going to give me eggs today, because they started laying again, and I am so happy. I had 2 scrambled eggs this morning with some spinach and what was it? Lord, I can't remember. Oh, spinach and green onions, that's what it was. And I fried it up in some ghee, had some turkey bacon. It was so good. So yeah, I'm eating a little leaner myself too, but I have a tortellini soup that I'm going to get ready to make real soon, and we'll be cooking in the kitchen on that one. So I guess for right now, y'all, this is it. And I am going to be doing some sourdough rolls. I'm building up my sourdough starter now so that I can make another batch of the dough that we had just made. And I'm going to show you other things that you can do with that dough besides just the Pullman pan that we cooked in. I do plan on making some dinner rolls. You can make hot dog and hamburger buns out of that. I want to see about making some sourdough focaccia. Y'all, that would be amazing if I can do that. So that's going to be another goal that we'll work together. And I know it's fresh milled, y'all, but this is what I'm doing. And so I am working at different things. Do you know that there's not even a fresh milled sourdough pizza crust that I can find yet? So with milled flour, that is, not just the sourdough starter. But anyways, I also have some pita bread I want to make, and even if this stuff isn't sourdough, it's still going to be fresh milled. I want to do pita. I want to do naan bread. I can make individual pizzas, and y'all, I am ready for a pizza. So you know what? I may be doing a video with pizza with fresh milled flour, because I don't think I've done that yet, and I am so wanting a pizza. So we're going to do that really soon too. I'm hoping this is something that will, if anything else, y'all, that you just like to come away from it all and just to hang out. I mean, there ain't no telling what we'll do, but whatever we do, it's going to be get away from it all this year. So I love y'all. And there are a few of you, you will know exactly what I mean when I say this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Our friendship means everything to me. And whatever the world does, let's not hold it against each other. Let's remain strong, family and friendships, because honestly, some things are just out of our hands. So I love you very dearly, and thank you for being a part of the family, and I hope that we remain in a place where we can just get away from it all, y'all. So there's going to be a lot of cleaning up to do too, and that's the part I'm going to dread. I'll be honest with you, I really don't want to do all this cleanup, but it comes with the territory. So that's my first whine of the season. I'm going to whine now, because when it gets down to it, I'm just going to dig in. So you heard my first whine. I don't want to. Love y'all. Till next time, much love from Parton's Mediterranean Homestead.